Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So guys, I want to tell you, I have a lot of stories guys, like, it's kind of hard getting to some of these stories, type stuff, Anywho, I'm going to tell you this story. I'm not going to say it word by word because sometimes I'm going to forget some parts, but if I do, then you'll see like small little clips that I'm saying it, and then it goes back to the part I was talking, Anywho, let's get this story. Anywho, let's tell you a story. I don't know if I told this story already, but if I did it, or if I did, I'm sorry. But I can't remember if I did or not. But I don't remember if I told this story. That, it was like I think it was like a day, and we was all hungry. It was like after school program, So, I was still hungry, Me and my friend was still hungry. I'm going to call her Shake, So, me and Shake was kind of hungry still, because it's after school and it's like 3 o'clock, So, me and Shake was like, what we're going to get? She's like, you want to go to... I was like, you want to go to the vending machine and go hit up the vending machine and get some little snacks here and there? She's like, no, I want a burger. And I was like, in my mind, I'm like, you want a burger? Shake, where the hell are we gonna get this burger from? We ain't got no car. She was like before she even told me that she had a car, I was like, I ain't got no money to take no damn bus, and I ain't that kind of person who like taking bus, Even if I didn't took a bus before in my life, I was like, I ain't about to shut a secret. And I was like, Shake, what you mean you got a secret? What are you talking about? She's like, I borrowed my grandma's car, right? And I was like, you did what? She said, I got a license, right? And I was like, yeah, of course you got a license. You got a license before I did, So she was like, hey, Venetia, you want to go drive my aunt's car, my grandma's car and go to Checkers? And I was like, Shake, why you didn't tell me this before, I'm over here starving, kind of a little bit of drool coming down because I'm starving, at this point because it's 3 something, She's like, so you in? And I was like, no, before that happened, it was like, yeah, she telling me that secret that she had her grandma's car, right? And I'm like, okay, as long as you know how to drive because you got your license before me. In my mind, that if you got a license, that means you know how to drive, right? Drive legitly good, So I'm like, okay, let's hop in this damn grandma's car, and hit up the churches, I mean, not churches, Domino's? No. What the place we went to again? It was Checkers. So we hit up, Checkers, right? Before we got to Checkers, right? She told me that she told the after school lady that we're going somewhere, right? So we wanted to be sneaky, and it kind of worked, kind of, I'm gonna tell you this moral of the story. Don't be like Shake, driving like this, okay? I'm telling you right now, do not be like Shake and drive like this, okay? Because type of like these kind of driving, you can get in a car crash. Okay, back to the story. Anywho, like I was like, we got in the car, she was like, so we pulling out the parking spot out of our high school, element, South Plantation, right? We coming out, and it was these other friends we had, and to me it was acquaintance, to her it was friends, And I was, she was like, they're like, where you going? Ain't after school program started? We was like, yeah, it started, Like, what should I call her? Apples at the location of our class, right? And we was like, no, Apple's not there yet. That's the lady who have our after school program. So we was like, no, Apple's not there yet. She coming though, but she ain't not there yet. They're like, okay. And then we was pulling off, right? They're like, where the hell are you going? Ain't you supposed to go because ain't Apple coming on her way, to start a program? And I straight on look at them, these 2 boys. And I said, we leaving. He was like, what do you mean you're leaving? Ain't after school program started already? It was like, Sheik was like, we're going to Checkers or something like that. You want to come? They was like, yeah, we want to come, you know. And, no, it was at Checkers. We didn't went to Checkers. That was another time, you know. I'll tell you that story later, you know. We went to a gas station. That's what we went to. Okay, guys, we went to a gas station. We didn't went to no Checkers, you know. That was another story. I'm going to tell you later. I'm going to tell you after this video now. Anywho, so like I was saying, so we was like, we're going to a gas station to go heat up and go get some little snackities and whatnot. Sheik said she offered to buy, you know, snackities for us. And I was like, Sheik, you really? You going to do that? She's like, yeah. It was only me and you. But if they can pay for their stuff, then they can pay for their stuff. And I was like, okay, Sheik, we can go. So they hop into the car, you know. Keep in mind, we thinking that Apple is on her way to come pulling into the parking spot, you know. And tell us, where you going? After school program just started, you know. And so we in our mind that we doing something sneaky, you know. And we hoping that we're not going to get caught, you know. So we pull out, going out of the parking spot to go out of the neighborhood of the school, you know. So we turn, make a right, you know. Because if you make a right and then you go straight and then you make a left, the gas is just right there, you know. If you know what I'm talking about. If you went to Southland Station, you know what I'm talking about, guys. But if you didn't, that is the location where it was, you know. Anywho, so I was like, okay, so we going to make a right, you know, because we're gonna go to the gas station and get some snacks, you know. So, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. Just telling you guys. So we pulled out, we was going straight, right? And Apple, the lady who owns the after school program, you know, she drive a small little red car, like, you know, those little box cars, you know. So every box little car we saw, I'm like, oh snap, that can be Apple, you know. And then, oh my God, guys, just thinking about this gives me the sheebies, you know. So of course, me and the two boys were ducking, you know, because we don't want to get caught. Guess who else is ducking, guys? Guess you believe it was Sheik. Sheik was ducking the car as she was driving, and it was going straight. So, guess we doing like this, ducking, you know, ducking under the car, right? So, I look to the side. I'm like, I turned to the other kids like, ain't Sheik supposed to be driving? What's she ducking? So she's ducking as she's driving. So her head is under the wheel, you know. And we almost gonna crash, like almost the whole time we was going there, man. And she was ducking, we was ducking, man. And it was a miracle we didn't get in a crash, you know. So she was swerving. It was a car right beside her, right? She swerved in front of the car, and that car swerved, you know. And her seats was, I don't know if it was like leather, but I was skidding under the seat, you know. And my heart dropped when the car behind us almost almost jumped in front of us, you know. So I'm falling out the seat. I'm having a heart attack, and we looking at Apple like, we looking at Sheik like, you good? You know you got your license. How you messing up to drive? We all look at her like, Apple, who gave you license, man? Who gave you license to drive, you know? And we was like, Apple, Sheik, when we duck, you can't duck because you're driving. Get it? You're driving. You're driving us three people to go to a gas station that we could get busted at any chance, you know. And we finally pull up there, almost dying in my seat. Like, legitimately, my heart was coming out of my chest. Oh my God, I almost passed out. When she was like swerving and ducking and, oh my God, it was crazy. And the short amount of time to go to the gas station, it's supposed to be short, but the way she was making it, it made it look like it was longer. And Well, when we pull up to the gas station, you know how like any liquid will fall to the ground. That's how I fell to the floor on the pavement. I fell when I opened the door. I fell to the floor, and I was thinking that I was still alive at this point, you know. But guess what? It didn't end by then, you know. It didn't end right there because, of course, we had to go back to the high school and go to after school program, you know. So we was like, shit, I'm over here on my knees at this point because I'm like, oh my god, I almost died because Shake can't drive, you know. So we got in the place. She's like, I'll buy everybody snacks. And I looked at her like, yeah, Shake, you're gonna buy us food, you know, because we suffered and almost break our legs and get in a crash because you ducking as well, you know. She's like, you guys, it's not my fault. I panicked, you know. And I was like, okay, we understand that you can panic, but you can't duck. In the lungs of the lines, you can't duck when you driving. That should be a hint to anybody who's driving. Don't duck. Anywho, so we got some snacks. I got me like, I think it was like a buttercup and Reese's, you know, and a drink, you know. So the others got their snacks, you know. We got back in the car, and I'm like, oh my God, Jesus, please don't make us get in a crash going back to the high school, man. Because if my mom find out I'm dead in this car, she will be wondering how I'm dead in this car, and I'm supposed to be in this car, you know, in my mind, you know. So she pulled out of the gas station, right? And I'm holding on my seatbelt very, very tight. Like my hands is like knives, like pushing through the seatbelt, right? So she kept serving and ducking and everything. And we were like, come on, man. Apple must be at the place by now. You can't be ducking, man. I finally told her, hey, man, if you duck again, we're going to have some problems, man, at this point, man. Because I'm not going to die like this, you know, type stuff, you know. So she was like, fine. So she drive right, you know, and we went to the after school program, and we snuck inside the class, and Apple didn't know we was ever gone. That's the ending of the story. I like and subscribe. And if you know someone who's just like Shake, ducking and swerving in front of people and everything like that, link it down in the description. I want to hear about it. Like, bye.